So in today's video, we have to talk about a horrible fee that's popped up over Super Bowl weekend here in Vegas. It's happening down at Hexx. It's a pretty predatory fee, and it makes the as advertised price nowhere near what you're actually going to pay for all of this. And we're going to look at this because I think it's important that when you guys are dining in Las Vegas, you take a close look at your receipts, because it is known that restaurants in Vegas will add extra little charges to your bill. And if you don't look closely, you will not see the charges. We have a couple of cases of this happening in the past, and it looks like we have a case happening right now. Regardless, you cannot actually, unless you've purchased this already, worry about this fee, because the event is sold out. It's happening at the Hexx Lounge and Bar and Restaurant over at the Paris, and we'll look at that in just half a second and see how big this fee really is and what it actually adds on to your bill. It's kind of nuts what you're getting on Super Bowl and what you're actually paying for versus the advertised price. How's it going, guys? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications as we talk into a new microphone right here on the channel. We got a Yeti X because my original Yeti died on me. But let me know what you think of the quality of the audio. I'd be interested to know. We have to take a second, speaking of fees and business, to thank our channel sponsors, Pai Magazine over on Instagram. Pai Magazine is an Ethereum 2.0 validator program, which is a crypto thing, but they use their brand to promote the global Panay to the world. Now, Panay is a woman of Filipino origin. Their first issue will have Panays from North America. Future issues will have Panays from everywhere across the planet, including the EU, the GCC group of countries. That's Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Australia, New Zealand, you name it. They're going to be out there. They buy the side of Resorts World's billboard once a week out of every month of the year. Third biggest display on the planet. That's your Vegas connection. Check them out on Instagram by hitting the link below, as well as tacks Exchange. If you're interested in growing your Ethereum and becoming a validator, they have the most generous, best program on the internet, and they're fantastic. We also have VegasFaceMask.com to thank. That's my wife's deal, and she hand makes these and sells them 2 for $25 on VegasFaceMask.com. Now, you may not need a mask where you are, but you might. We need them here in Las Vegas for the foreseeable future. Some people need them for work as well, and so get something that's handmade. It's the Louis Vuitton, the Prada of them. There's no outsourcing. From the first cut of the fabric to when they hit the USPS, that's the only part of the job that I actually do, by the way. VegasFaceMask.com. We do custom orders, large orders. We ship internationally for $10 to $15, $20 if it's the UK. And there you go. All right, so leave us a comment below and let us know what's the biggest fee you've ever paid as we explore Hexx over at the Planet. I keep saying Planet Hollywood. It's at the Paris. Darn it, Steven. You should know this. Been here since 2004. To the explainer screen. Whoosh. All right, so I'm going to show you guys this. So if you guys don't know, yeah, this is the old sugar factory. The sugar factory has been there for quite some time, before Hexx existed. You can see it over at the Paris. That's where Hexx is right now. You got an amazing view of everything. It's a fantastic place. Look at how old school that picture is. Man, talk about holy underexposure Batman. And, basically they expanded it out, built a patio. Now you have Hexx. So Hexx is having a big game party. And here is the deal. This is a flyer that they put up, and you get all this stuff for the low price of $75. Pizzas, wings, sliders, pastrami, beer, and cheese fondue, mac and cheese. Okay, great. That sounds good. The problem is going back to the fees and everything like that. First of all, there's a concession fee of 4.85% added to all checks, so you have to pay a concession fee. What is a concession fee? Somebody tell me in the comments below, because I really don't know what a concession fee is. I should probably have Googled it, but we did Google this other fee, a 33.23% gratuity that's going to be tacked on to your bill. And for the record, 33.23. I did it wrong here. I had a little dyslexia. No joke. I think it runs in my family. So you're going to be paying an extra of $24.17 onto your bill, which pushes the price of this $75 with the 4.85% concession fee well over $100. Why not just advertise it for $100? I'm not really sure. And the other thing is, it's so popular to come to Vegas for Super Bowl this weekend that the whole thing is sold out anyway. So it's sold out. You have to go to Cabo Wabo Cantina, and Cabo Wabo's Cantina has their tailgate fiesta on Super Bowl Sunday, which is interesting because if you notice on this page, it's the big game viewing party. You can't use Super Bowl in your marketing unless you have a actual brand deal with them. But now it's a Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, tackle the big name located inside Miracle Mile. But this one right here, this doesn't have anything in terms of extra giant fees tacked onto it. So this is actually your better one to go to. And I only point this out not to vilify properties. I don't vilify properties. I'm just telling you guys when you're here, it's a really good idea to always check exactly what you're getting when you get your bill presented to you on the table. There's been cases in the past of COVID recovery fees being snuck into bills to anywhere between 10 and 15% extra. And if you think this doesn't matter, it certainly does matter, because when you are talking a nice $200 ticket for a table full of people, I mean, that's an extra $20 that you're going to be ponying up. Your new price is $220, and then you're going to be on top of that paying the server a tip. And in this case, the tip is actually built in as a mandatory fee. So maybe they just didn't want to, at Hexx, maybe they just didn't want to go ahead and tell people, you know what? It's $100. Maybe they thought that wasn't competitive, so they slid it into the back end. But it's sold out anyways, which is a good sign for the city. But I just wish that we could have some transparency in pricing. We have the resort fees in Las Vegas. We have parking fees in Vegas. We have car rentals with extra fees in Vegas. Everything has got a fee attached to it. But I guess that's the price for coming. And people complain about the fees, and they throw a tantrum, and they say, I'm never coming back. But every year, pre-pandemic, more and more people came back to Vegas. So people were so mad about the fees, they would stop coming, and then the fees would reduce. It's not happening. So there it is. Always check your checks. Always check your bills when you're in Vegas. There's been cases in the past with properties I can't name anymore of sliding in, extra fees for mandatory tip fees and all these things. Just be careful when you get your bill presented to you, because you don't want to have to spend more than you're already spending. And if you have a budget, this is especially hard on people with budgets. That $20 could be the case of your Uber ride back home if you're really strapped for cash. And don't go trying to chase it in the casino. We all know those Crystal Palaces weren't built on winners. But let me know your comments below. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Let me know how the mic sounds. Hopefully it sounds okay. It's been a bit of a struggle with the microphones and the cameras lately. I bought a Logitech Brio webcam. It's right here, and this camera is supposed to be the best, right? I bought it. I know it doesn't have the depth of field, but I bought the Brio, and it doesn't work on Mac. I use Mac for everything. The software doesn't work. When I did get it to work, it was fine, and then today it was choppy as heck. So I don't know. I'm just in technology heck, but aren't I blessed by God to have all of the ability to do this online? And I do that with you guys. So anyways, one last thing too. If you're watching this far into the video and you're the type that watches to the end, check out Patreon. I had a pretty traumatizing, horrible experience that would have changed my life forever yesterday. So check us out on patreon.com/not leaving Las Vegas. I'm sharing personal stuff with Patreon people because it's like, you're willing to pony up that dough every month. If you're on channel memberships, I really appreciate you. I suggest you switch over to Patreon because I post way more content there, and you can get on Patreon for the same amount as channel memberships, and I would love to see you over there so I can speak more freely. I can't do that on channel memberships because YouTube makes it tremendously hard and doesn't support the platform. Anyways, that's my video today, and I'm sticking to it. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. There's another video that's popped up over on the top of my head somewhere over here. You guys might want to click on that video and check that one out too if you like my channel, and subscribe and hit the bell and leave us a comment below. What's the biggest fee you ever paid in Vegas? All right, now it's time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.